Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Your Me. I always have to say that, call it because most times people always say, "eh," and I'm like, "Yeah, right." Your Me, right? And I like people calling me KO, like MC KO. You know what I'm saying? You know. But then again, let's leave the MC part. I don't even have a mic, so I'm having to shout at least to make sure that I'm audible enough, right? Because I played a couple of former videos and I realized that when I'm getting into the groove, I tend to bring down my voice, just like I'm talking to myself because I'm the only one here, And so, making YouTube videos is like what? Content creation, right? And content, right? So content is supposed to be a good thing, or at least a valuable thing, if you want to make anything out of it. Which is why I say welcome to my YouTube channel. And like all the other content creators say, if you like this video, click on subscribe and like and blah blah blah. And me, I'm just the kind of person who doesn't really give a, as Mary would say, why can't I just replace fuck with hoot? So I just don't give a hoot. Of course, you know what I meant. I don't give a fuck. Right. Now, content creation, yeah? I gotta supply you guys something of value, right? Something useful, something urgent, something unique, and something, I can't remember what the last one was, but here it is. So the thing about it is, yeah, I'm blessed with looks, not the height, but the looks, you know, just enough, right? And then smooth operator, just talk, like people say I talk a lot, but that's because I like to hear the sound of my own voice. Now, talking about creating something good and something valuable, I remember I was thinking about this movie, I Can Do Bad All by Myself. Yeah, and that's like not just a movie, but a saying, and which is true. You want to do bad, you probably don't need many people's help. But you want to do something good and valuable, you're going to need a lot of help, one way or another. And you guys don't even have no idea how much help I've gotten this year, how much help I've garnered this year. And this is like the first video that I'm going to be making this year. I remember the last video I made, I was watching it, it happened to be last year, and early in the morning, and I was just ranting about how customers are this and customers are that towards dispatch riders. Now, if you don't know me, IRL, I am a dispatch rider. But that's because I want to live my life. I want to live my dream, and I want to be creative, because that's the kind of person I am. Now, if you don't know me, you will know that I'm into astrology, palmistry, numerology, and all the other urges that help you understand human behavior, the human psyche, and all of that. And I did that because I got into all of that because I wanted to, understand what makes people tick, what makes people compatible, what makes, you know, how come there's some people that I can never do wrong by? They just fall in love with me, they just like me, and there's some people who just hate me or just what? Where you go? Just I don't know. Look at you like, what does it feel like? Always have some kind of beef with me, and I'm like, I don't really give a fuck about you. If you like me, I like you back. If you don't like me, well, there's some people I just don't like as well. I mean, it's just human nature. So, got into astrology, helped me understand lots of things and lots of things, and then other psychologies and other philosophies. Yeah. So you have all of that, and now we're talking about I can do battle by myself. Yes, I can do a battle by myself. But I want to do something good and valuable. Now, for you to be able to do something good and valuable all by yourself, you must be some kind of God. And that's the conclusion I came to. Now that's no other um it's no other news to people that know me, people in my WhatsApp statuses, they know that I'm not a God person at all. I don't, well, I won't say I don't believe in God. I just don't believe in what people call God, you know. I believe that we all have some kind of God force in us as long as we're alive. That my in recent times I'm thinking that for the man, that's your semen, you know, like your sperm, like, you know, and also that's just your will, you know, your will to be creative, yeah. Even the good book, the Bible. I mean, God was creative, you know. So for people who are creative, and even God, I can't say God in the Bible created all by himself. Well, for the most part, he did. But when he had to create his most important and most valuable um, edifice, which is we humans, right? He had to consult. It says, "Come together. Let's make man in our own image," right? So you get that. So you can see that. I mean, I used to be a Christian or whatever it is, grew up in that line. But then again, I diverted and I transferred not just into atheism, just not just that. I mean, I actually went into Satanism, and I'm actually a Satanist now. I mean, that's a, because the Satanists are people who believe in light and people who believe in knowledge and enlightenment. Yeah. So um, through that I realized that it wasn't about worshiping some kind of deity or some personality, or it's just a metaphor for, you know, the being. It's just for how we are to be. And so in every person, you have some form of God and you have some form of the devil, right? And we all just try to root for one or the other. So I would root for the devil, if that's what you want to call it, or Satan, or Lucifer. Lucifer, I like Lucifer because Lucifer simply means light, you know. And you know, without this, you know, ring light over here, I don't think I will be able to make a clear video. So, recorded 7 minutes already. Now, this video essentially is just an introductory video because like Alex Mathers on Twitter says, you have to make 300 of whatever it is you are creating before you eventually begin to gain that traction. And so I'm just going to give a little bit of me, which can take another 5-10 minutes. But you know, when I was a kid, my dad pointed to the TV and said to me that that's where you're supposed to be. And so I always had that thing in my head that I was going to be some kind of superstar or some kind of, you know, was meant to be on TV. And then I thought all of that was going to actualize when I was 21, and I went in for Next Movie Star along with that big brother chap, Uti Nwachuku. I mean, I talked to Uti this year and I'm like, dude, I need some roles, man. I'm desperate. Like, that's not a good place to be. I'm not supposed to be desperate. Like, dude, I'm an actor, so I can act like I'm not desperate if I want to be. Like, I mean, right now I do need to come out, man. I'm just here. What am I doing with my life, man? In real life, I'm like after all of this, I'm gonna take off all of this, try to get some good sleep. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get on my bike. I need to make this complete money so I can eat what I like, and you know. But then, I mean, for the last how many years? Almost 19 years of my life, I've been into drugs. You know what I mean? Like drugs, like smoking marijuana and stuff like that. And marijuana itself is not bad, but then you get the addictive effect, and then once you're addicted, I mean, you really just what you might call it, you might just slice away at your pieces of ambition, you know. And also then there's pornography. Oh my god, pornography! I got into pornography and masturbation even way before marijuana, and the combination of these what you might call it, habits, yeah, bad habits, they just chipped away at what could have been a masterpiece of my life. But I mean, the best part about life is it's never ever too late, and that's why I'm back here. You know, so eventually, I read that book this year. What am I call it? Atomic Habits by James Clear. Yeah, you know, I didn't even know I bought that book. I bought that book like early last year, January 2021. But I didn't get to read them. I started reading all the books that I bought, and I started with Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene, and then I eventually went on. I went on. My cousin wrote a book, The Blood, Money, and Tech. Yeah, and tech is something that you know everybody should get into, but I don't even have time to go into tech right now because before I finish writing, just to make like 10, max 15, 20K a day, I'm so tired and exhausted and I just want to eat. And then after all the years of smoking weed and all that and not paying attention to my body, I realized I was beginning to have ulcers, so I really need to always eat, and then I get full and I'm tired, and then I try to write. I'm beginning to write. So I have all this thing in my hand that I've written the kind of things I wanted to say. So I try to write on my journal and stuff like that, and then just build some kind of skills that in the next 10, 20 years it would be, I can earn a lot of money from just sitting and being in my room and not having to put myself in all that danger of Lagos traffic and all that every day. Yeah. So by the time I'm done with that, where's the time to learn tech? Funny enough, I actually have a couple of certificates. I've learned something about blockchain. I've learned some things about this and that. But then when I get to Solidity and stuff like that, man, beginning to turn my head. Probably going to need a hands-on course and stuff like that. So I just try to focus on these parts. Okay, yeah. Another thing that I'm trying to finish is writing a book on logistics and career business. I want to translate all of that knowledge and put it together and sell it. $5, $10, I really don't care. Just, and then the numbers of people who might be needing all of that knowledge. So I'm having all of those things trying to go on, but here I am trying to get back into creating value through my YouTube videos. So along the line, I'm probably going to get a better mic. I don't even have a mic, just my voice, yeah, right now. So, and all the videos I made before, if I can't delete them, then you're just gonna come across them and still me, KO. So I'm probably gonna be talking on different kinds of things, yeah. So he did say that if you want to create value, lots of stuff, and teach people something new or stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, well, if you can't teach people something new, you can engage in philosophy and entertainment, right? And then philosophy and entertainment, we talk about thoughts, tweets, treats, edits, stories, and lessons. Yeah. So nothing really becomes cheap, and so we're gonna be putting a lot of work into this. Right. Okay. So you're gonna be learning a lot about me, the things I feel that I was reading about Jordan, right? Jordan Peterson, right? Is it Jordan Peterson? Yeah, that's it. That guy that gives a lot of men a lot of inspiration, and I heard he became famous by debating feminists, right? And yet his daughter is a feminist. That's like maths teacher, teaching people further maths, and his own son can't even pass GS3 maths. So junior school maths. So that's like me, some way, somehow I probably have a lot of knowledge and wisdom about how to get rich and stuff like that. But due to years of smoking weed, all kinds of loud weed, and drinking and all kinds of bad habits, masturbation, pornography, it's kind of like reduce the aura. And these days still learning game, women. And I'm like, God, man, maybe I'm heartbroken, but I'm just probably learning the truth about women. And I'm like, all right, you guys, yeah, just chill out, man. I'm not gonna be falling for all of that, all those emotional manipulations anymore, right? I'm just gonna be living my true life and getting down to my purpose, right? And what is the purpose, right? Um, I mean, from the experience I had with my dad when I was younger, I mean, I know that one way or another, I even like the way I look in this video, man. I like it, and I'm sure that you like it as well. So, um, with 100 videos coming up before maybe October, hopefully, it's gonna keep this quite consistent. I invested some money into my looks, which means I'm wearing a nice t-shirt and maybe a couple more, and maybe I can still do some more. And you're doing all of this, and I really give a fuck about who's listening out there because I'm not reducing my voice for nobody, but trying to raise it for you who's watching the video and my landlord and all the people, if you can hear me, yeah. That's it. So that's KO for today. Try not to make them more than 15 minutes, yeah, because even 5 minutes, who's gonna have time to watch all this entertainment and philosophy for 5 minutes? Talk less than 15 minutes. But I created it. It's there. It's out there. Try to get more followers, like, subscribe, and who knows? I could be the next big thing. Who knows? Who knows how long it will take for me to be the next big thing? But we're gonna be creating more videos with lots of more content. I'm just gonna bring out lots of stuff, lots of stuff. Peace out. Till we see you again. Bye. Yeah.